You're watching Flat 6 Media Car Reviews, where you come to watch the Flat 6 Media guys give you all the information you need on the cars you want.
We do car reviews, events, products, and give you our take on everything. So please click subscribe and hit that bell so you can stay up to date with our latest episodes. If this is your first time here, I'm Henry.
And Nelson.
And this is Flat 6 Media. If you want to get more content from us, please, as always, click that bell, hit subscribe, get the notifications from us. Remember, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by July 1st. Bitcoin. Well, guys, it looks like we're pushing another high in the cryptocurrency world. As of today, the making of this video, Bitcoin is actively trading at about $51,000 a coin. Now, Bitcoin has been in existence since 2009, and in that time frame, cryptocurrency has exploded. And depending on when you learned about it and how far into you decided to dip, if at all, can determine your sentiments about it. You could be happy because you may have bought it way back when it was worth less than a penny, or you could have dibbled and dabbed in it over the years and then ultimately pulled your money out thinking this wasn't going to go anywhere. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that is incredibly volatile and unregulated. The way it works is people can trade coin for coin, and they have established a value around this because it is a finite form of currency and it cannot be regulated by any government, all of which is maintained by what's called the blockchain. We are a car channel. What we talk about here today should not be taken as any form of financial advice. At the end of the day, whatever you decide to do with your money and where you decide to invest, that is solely your prerogative. Bitcoin has effectively sprawled a cryptocurrency culture where people do invest, they do buy into these coins. Some are just your fly-by-night investors, and others do things like hold on for dear life. And the case here is you buy the coin, you don't sell it no matter what happens in the market. And with the other cryptocurrencies that are less valuable, like your altcoins, that gives an opportunity for future investors. You have a better shot of making more money. Very common instances, 1,000+% gain. As they like to say, going to the moon. With that comes a lot of other stipulations of things that you should do when you make it big in Bitcoin. The most common move that people make, buy Lamborghinis, because that's the way to show that you've made it. But it's almost a rite of passage into the cryptocurrency world once you've hit that $1 million mark or just enough to afford it.
If you reference our friends over at Vinwiki, they post the story of Peter Saddington, who picked up the first on-record car purchased with $115 worth of Bitcoin on a 2015 Lamborghini Huracan. In 2017, that $115 of Bitcoin was now worth over $200,000. Fast forward to 2021, I wonder what those Bitcoins would have cost today. At the time of purchase, each Bitcoin was worth about $4,400. 45 Bitcoins, you got approximately $200,000. Now, if you hang on to those same 45 Bitcoin just 4 more years, you have $2.2 million. Holy cow. I think I could do a lot more with that kind of money. Damn, can you imagine having that kind of money? I know what crazy cars I would get, man.
Now, Nelson, wouldn't it be cool? I mean, what we tend to do as people is sometimes you go and you play the lotto or you put yourself in some kind of a contest. Back when I first invested in crypto, I had some hypotheticals. You know, if I hold on to this, God knows where I could be in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years down the line. And you know, naturally that's what we do, right? We like to play on the hypothetical.
Well, oh, hang on, Henry, there's somebody at the door.
What? I'm recording. All right, hold on. There's a message at the door. Give me a second. So I got this letter. It says, Nelson, did you get something like this too?
I got this same thing too.
Yeah?
Oh, look at that. We have a challenge. I wonder where it came from.
I guess let's go through this. It says,
you are a newly minted Bitcoin millionaire worth about $2.2 million.
To spend wisely on 3 cars, a supercar, an EV, and a daily driver.
Well, man, I thought it's kind of cool that somebody actually knows our name.
Yeah, you're right. There's at least one other person out there that'll be able to subscribe.
Subscribe. That's right. Click the button.
Come on, guys, subscribe. Hit like, click the bell, get notified when we post new episodes. Let's make this interesting. But naturally, that's what we do, right? We like to play on the hypotheticals. So what if I had $1 million? What if I had $2 million? It's always a little bit of a fun exercise to do.
Oh, I had that list waiting in my dresser drawer since I was 10 years old. Maybe the cars got updated though, a little bit. All right, Henry, you got full pick here, $2.2 million, supercar, go.
So for my first pick, I'm gonna go with the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, specifically the 2021. Since I was a kid, the Lamborghini has always struck a chord with me. I always loved the Lamborghini Diablo. And when you make it in crypto, like we said before, especially if you make it in Bitcoin in general, you go Lambo. It is a rite of passage when it comes to I have made it in the world of cryptocurrency. At 514,000, that leaves me with about 1.7 million to work with. It's an incredibly fast car, 200 plus miles per hour. I mean, you can't go wrong. I'll be able to make it to the supermarket and back in 2.5 seconds. Nelson, you go.
That's a good pick, dude. I'll give you that one. I'll let you go on that one. Since I now have to respond in kind, I'm picking the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Why, you ask? Not only because it's exorbitant price tag at $625 or so, but with the options that I'm gonna put in it, it's gonna be about $685,000. And that $685,000 gets me probably the sexiest supercar that's also considered somewhat of a hybrid. What's your second pick, dude?
For my EV pick next, I'm gonna go with the 2021 Tesla Model X Plaid. I am a family man. I am a family of 5 plus a dog, but I don't want to sacrifice on general speed, and I definitely want as much tech as I can get into any vehicle that I own. So this one is going to give me all 7 seats. It's going to give me still the ability to go 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. I'm not harming the environment, and I'm going to load her up completely. Now at 140,000, it's likely not the most expensive car on this list, but it is the most practical for what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna stick with that Tesla.
You know what? That sounds really sensible for a family man. I like that. Me being the single guy, I'm gonna go with something even crazier. The Porsche 918 Spyder.
Wait a minute, how does that work? I mean, the challenge said a supercar, an EV, and a daily driver, and you're hitting me with 2 supercars. Where's your EV?
We all know that the Porsche Spyder is a supercar, but it is also a credited EV. You can shut the car off and run it on total electric power. It is a plug-in hybrid. So with 2 hybrids and 2 supercars, yes, that equals 1 supercar and 1 EV, my friend.
So you cheated. Or you're cheating, or you're graying the lines of what the rules said about picking 3 cars.
Spend your money wisely.
You can do whatever you want, so keep rocking.
And if I'm going to continue to spend my money wisely, I obviously need a grocery getter. So I'll spend my sensible money on the Lamborghini Urus at about $260,000, and that's leaving me about $155,000 for gas, money, and insurance.
So after the Tesla and the Lamborghini, I'm now left with about 1.55 million. Still plenty of space to work with, and since you've kind of grayed the lines on what we pick, I went completely selfish with the Lambo, I went completely conservative for the environment with the Tesla, and I guess I'm just gonna have to go the other way. So I'm actually gonna pick the 6x6 Hercules military vehicle. This thing is a monster to say the least. Now there's different versions of it. The one that I'm gonna focus in on is the one that has a 7-liter SRT Demon engine that pushes out 1,300 whole horsepower. I'm gonna get it with the armored body. I'm gonna get the bulletproof glass. It's gonna have auxiliary gas tank. Needless to say, I'm ready for whether it's the next COVID apocalypse or zombie apocalypse, one way or another, my family will be safe. Now this Hercules vehicle, 6x6 with all the fixings, is gonna run at about $710,000. That still leaves me with a solid $880,000 that I can then go off and do things like think about my kid's future, whatever that may look like, and or reinvest it into the crypto world. So with that, whether it's worth an effect $51,000 today, $500,000 tomorrow, or $5 tomorrow, one way or another, I'll have some money left over while you're kind of running right against the barrier at 100,000.
Well, it looks like you win this time, Henry, but at 155,000, I could potentially still turn it around and make money just like you, my friend. So the market is so volatile that we'll see who takes their money further. You with your 800 and me with 155. I smell a challenge in 4 years.
If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit the bell for notifications, and show us your support. Again, 1,000 subscribers by July. Help us get there. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your parents. We are a kid-friendly channel, mostly, and we enjoy providing this content for you. So as always, with Flat 6 Media, this is Henry.
And Nelson.
Till next time, guys.
See you next time.